Good morning everybody and welcome back to Noodle the Van. Me and Sunny Pup here are about to start a brand new series here on YouTube. So my plan is that over the next few months, Sunny and I, and Johnny when he can get time off work, we're going to travel my home county of Cornwall and probably cross the Tamar and go into Devon as well. And we're just going to go adventuring. We're just going to go and visit towns and villages that perhaps I don't know, and we're going to go and find campsites and we're going to find park ups and we're going to have a fun time, and I'm really excited about it, and I hope that you'll enjoy this series too. It's about 9:30 in the morning, so we're about to head off on our first trip, and today, just to kind of break us in nice and gently, we're going to go to a place that I've been to before, Tintagel. There is another video which I'll link to above and down below. This is great for people in vans. Parking is very cheap, very easy. Everybody's happy there. It's a lovely little town. It's proper esoteric and witchy and it's a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy this one. I hope I enjoy this one. And I hope he enjoys this one. By the way, if you're new here, hi, my name's Jane. This is Sunny. He's my Romanian rescue dog that joined me earlier this year. Right, so let's get this show on the road. And actually that's my washing hanging up there drying, in case you were wondering what on earth is going on back there. If we haven't met before, you'll soon find out I'm a right messy tyke, so you may as well get used to that now. Okay, somebody is very squeaky and whiny. He's a little bit shaky, so I thought we'd stop and take him into Pets at Home. See if we can find him some treats for being a goodest boy. Oh, what is it, bub? Would you like some of them? What ones would you like, baby boy? Oh, I think we need to try one of these. Wow, what is that, puppy? That's huge. Some salmon burgers. Oh, no. Oh, shit. You weren't supposed to do that, puppy. That was naughty. And some cheese. Good boy. I dropped one by mistake. Oh, that's he stopped it, so weigh that one.
Oh, no, don't be daft. Don't be daft. There you go.
Mate, you're so spoiled. Thank you.
That's all right.
You sweet darling boy. This is his only second time in a pet shop, which is
really?
very exciting. Well, for me anyway. Thank you so much.
That's okay, you're welcome. Come on, buds. Oh, that lady's forgotten her thing. You forgot your thing.
Thank you. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Oh, Sonny, what did Mama forget? Okay, now we've got some sweeties in the bag. We can continue with our adventure. I don't know this part of Cornwall all that well, so I kind of just left it to Apple Maps to get me where I was going, and I didn't really take any notes of the route that Apple Maps was taking me on. And these are the lanes that I was going down. Now, I have no problem driving roads like this. These lanes are very similar to the lanes around my area where I learnt to drive. So this is all very second nature to me. I'm as comfortable and confident driving in reverse as I am going forward. But I am well aware that not everybody feels like that. And if you come from a town or a city where you rarely have to reverse or, you know, deal with roads that look like this, then it might just be worth bearing this in mind, and before you set out on a route to anywhere in Cornwall, honestly, just look at the route that the map is taking you. If you're not confident driving down lanes like this and reversing out of people's way, then do just bear that in mind. It can be quite scary for people if they've never experienced anything like this, and especially if you're in a big van. So this is us driving into Tintagel, and I wanted to just drive throughout the village to find out how many car parks were here that actually allowed campervans to stay overnight. So this first car park is the council car park, and this is right next to the visitor centre. So if you look at a map of Tintagel, find the tourist information, and this is that car park. You are not allowed to camp overnight in this car park. However, the car park opposite is called Sword in the Stone, and this is a privately owned campsite, and this allows campervans and motorhomes to park up at a cost of £8 for 24 hours. You get no facilities for that. There's no water, there's no bins, There's no toilets. It is literally just somewhere for a self-contained unit to park up. Next up is the car park that I stayed at last time. This one is directly opposite the spa shop, and it's also opposite the public toilets. So if you don't have an off-grid toilet situation, then you might find that this is your best bet. This one is called the Mayfair Arcade car park. There's the hard standing car park, which is where all the cars park, and then there's a grass field out the back, which is where I camped last time. However, I did drive in there this time, assuming that that's where I was going to park up, but there was just too much water in the ground, and I was really concerned about getting stuck there. Same price as before. This is £8 for 24 hours, and you are allowed to camp here. So this one is a little bit different. This is the King Arthur's car park, which is behind the King Arthur pub. So between the hours of 5 p.m. and 11 a.m. it cost £5 if you're in a self-contained motorhome or campervan. They don't have a 24-hour option like the first two car parks, so it's best to work out which fits your situation the best. I would consider this to probably be classed as the main car park in Tintagel. It's definitely the biggest one, and this is where you are going to find a lot of campervans and motorhomes parked up. It seems to be that this is the most popular place for people to stay, but I must have counted 25 or 30 units that slept here on the first night, so it's a very, very popular place to stay. This one seems to be the main car park, and this is definitely okay to stay overnight, and this is £5 from 5 p.m. to 11 a.m. No tents allowed. There's another car park down there. Now this car park is called Tintagel Country Club car park. You are allowed to stay overnight, and this one is £5 from 8 p.m. till 10 a.m. Unfortunately, my GoPro battery had died by this point, but at the far end of town there is this grass field which usually has a beautiful view of the sea. Not on this day. This one is £5 per night, and I believe it's £3 for all day parking as well, so £8 for 24 hours. So we've got quite a few car parks to choose from, which is incredible for Cornwall, because parking in these little villages is renowned for being horrendously difficult. Might go back and just get a vibe of each one. I think that main car park is going to be too busy with the dog, so I might go back to the car park that I was at last time, because that was really quiet and it's still really close to town, but it's really easy. But the quieter the better, because of, you know, the shouty one. He's been so good. Right, let's go get parked up, because this girl hasn't had any breakfast and it's 11:30 and I am hungry and I need a coffee. Let's go. Let's hear it for the Sunny Bob. You've been so good. You are such a good boy. Do you want to go out and have a sniffy pee? Yeah, Mum, let's do it. Sniffy peas all round. Whoop, whoop. Ew. Oh. So we're here. Luckily, I've already filmed this place, because you can't see a ruddy thing out there. The fog is so thick. So I think I'm going to get the doggy settled. I'm going to give him a little treat, and then I'm going to poodle into town because I want to do some shopping, and he's too much to keep an eye on, if you catch my drift. I just kind of want to do my thing. So he's going to stay in here for an hour or so while I go and mooch. I need to do a little bit of food shopping. Believe it or not, I need to buy some eggs. My naughty chickens are not producing the required amount of eggs currently, so I'm going to go and buy some eggs. And I want to buy some, like, no, not on my pillow. You're muddy. Go away, you horror. And I'm at the point now in this van which, oh, please, can you go on your bed? That's my sheets and I don't want mud everywhere. There, stay. Where were we? I'm at the point in this van now where I'm like putting my personality into her, or maybe putting her personality into her. So I'm hoping, seeing as this is Witch Central, hopefully I'll find some more cute little knickknacks and things to, like, you know, just pretty her up a bit. Give her a bit of a bohemian country witchy vibe. I think that's what we're going for. Oh yeah, also I haven't eaten, have I? Oh darn, I just want to go shopping. Okay, there's my little lunchy, brunchy, breakfasty type affair. I got an apple, I got some cucumber, I got some hard goat's cheese, some salami, and half a packet of ham. And that should fill a hole. such a good boy, definitely deserves a little treat. I try not to feed him my food because I just don't want him to get beggy at every meal. But he's definitely allowed his treats. You're such a good boy. Oh gosh, I could eat you. You're a sausage. Right, I think I'm going to put his treats away because he's going to make a giant leap any minute. I think I'm going to tidy this van up because I've got all stuff in bags and whatever, and I can't be doing with cluttered areas. And because Johnny's not with me, I get to use all the cupboards. I've also brought some work because I need to do some stitching on some leather glasses cases while I'm away. What day are we today? Monday. So this Friday is November the 1st. I'm working in the shop in town on the 1st, but I'm also having my next shop drop on the 1st, so I need to make sure that I've got lots of stock. I did a market yesterday. I don't know if I told you guys that already. It was the best market I've ever done. It was incredible. It was such a buzz. I'm so happy with how much I sold. I was delighted. It's the most I've ever sold at a market, but it does mean it's made a huge dent in my stock, so I will be sitting here later and putting a film on and doing some stitching, because those little glasses cases, man, people loved them. And people were buying for Christmas already. It's October. The Christmas shoppers were out on force, I tell you. Okay, I'm about to leave the puppy, so he gets a special treat when I leave him. And this is a bag of rabbit ears, which is really gross and they stink, but my God, he loves them. Look away now if you're easily grossed out. But that's what they look like, fur and all. The fur's really good for their gut, apparently. But you're absolutely not eating that on my bed, buddy. Down there with you. And now he won't even know I'm gone. Tintagel has a long and deep history, but it's perhaps best known for Tintagel Castle being the birthplace of King Arthur, at least according to medieval legends. You can watch my previous video if you wanted a tour of the castle. It's an incredible place. But Tintagel isn't just a pretty place with a cool history. It also has a deeply spiritual and esoteric vibe too. And the shops here definitely reflect that. So if you like things that are all a little bit witchy, I can assure you, you will love visiting Tintagel. Thank you. This awesome building is the old post office. It was actually built in medieval times as a farmhouse, and it would originally have had a thatched roof, but it became a post office in the 1870s. It's now owned and preserved by the National Trust. I absolutely loved this old-fashioned hardware store, which is up opposite the Tourist Information Office, and actually I think in next week's video you'll see that these guys totally saved my bacon, big time. There he is, have you been a good boy? Hi, sausage. I'm not quite sure how I got away with this, but Johnny forgot to take his kettle out when we got back from Scotland, so hurrah! Although that bit is so annoying. Let's make coffee. Who's a handsome puppy? Look at your face, it's so cute.
He's so cute.
I just found a jar of chopped up dog treats in there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it, puppy? Uh-oh. Oh no. I've got no AeroPress filters. Could be classed as disastrous. Oh no. I might have to make cowboy coffee. Well, that's a rookie error. And so far, that's the one thing that I've come away without, but still bloody annoying because it's coffee. So I don't have any filters for my AeroPress. So I'm going to have to make cowboy coffee, which you have to kind of sieve some of the beans through your teeth. Not ideal, but it still gets caffeine into the system, so there's that. While I wait for my coffee to brew, let me show you my little shopping trip. I had so much fun. I was gone for just under an hour, and that's the first time I've left him, obviously, just me and him, for that long. I guess Johnny and I must have left him for that long on the Scotland trip, but I don't know. It just feels good that he didn't ransack anything or do himself damage or do the van damage. So 10 out of 10, puppy. You're a good boy. So this is my funny little shopping trip. I got some fake tea lights for my market stall. I've got some really pretty lanterns that I had on my stand, and last time I borrowed my mum's little battery operated plastic candles, but I forgot to get them for yesterday. So I got me some free range eggs. I got a bunch of spring onions. What else is in there? I bought loads of things. I bought some drawing pins, random I know, but because I also went to the tourist information and I picked up a map of Cornwall because I want a map of Cornwall on my wall. So we'll work out where that's going to go. And when I start camping in Devon, I also want to get a map of Devon for the walls in here too. And I also bought a packet of incense, SNAG shampoo, my favourite, and actually, as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of the only incense worth burning, because this thing here is his like drying rug. It's like a noodle thing, and oh my god, it stinks. It smells like death. So I'm gonna make the van smell a little bit nicer. And the thing with SNAG shampoo is it's so strong that I don't even need to burn it necessarily. Just having this box in here or opening up the box. You want to sniff? Oh, Mum, it stinks. What is it? Is it punky? You don't want to eat that, darling. Oh, can you imagine eating incense? Yeah, so I think that's everything I got. Well, that's disappointing. I was also looking for all the bougie, witchy, paraphernalia-y stuff, but there was nothing that really tickled my fancy. I really want to get some more crystals. I'm really feeling crystals at the moment. I really want to work with crystals again. But I don't just want to go and randomly buy stuff. I want to know what I want to buy, if that makes sense. I was looking at tarot cards as well, but I don't need any more cards. One pack is definitely enough for me. I know a lot of people need multiple packs. I'm not that person. I like things to be nice and minimal in my life as much as possible. But yeah, that was fun. I'm really sorry that I didn't get the camera out. It was raining so much and I just needed to get the job done and get back to the van. So I think now I'm going to drink my coffee by sieving it through my teeth, and then I might put Netflix on and do some work. I think that would be a good use of my time now. So now the coffee has brewed, you can see how revolting that looks. So if you then take some cold water, just a splash, I believe, pour that in the top and then give it a little, and apparently all the grounds should sink to the bottom of the cup. Oh, I can concur, that does not work. So that works if you make it in a coffee pot and then pour it into a cup. It tastes nice though, if you can get over the gravel in it. Honestly, don't know if I can drink that. I might have to go into town and get a coffee. Darn it. Well, that looks horrible. That's definitely not the vibe I'm going for in terms of decor, but it's useful because what I want to be able to do is show you that my little area of Cornwall is here. If you don't know England very well, this is obviously the bottom left-hand corner. This is the furthest westerly point of England. So I live near Loo, down here. I don't know what's happened here, but apparently saltash doesn't exist in Cornwall anymore, according to this map. So they've very conveniently lobbed off some of Cornwall. People of saltash, don't stand for this. So there is a little bit more before the border into Devon. And then today I've travelled up through Bodmin, and then I've come up to here, and Tintagel is right up here on the north coast. And the north and south coast of Cornwall are really different. The north Cornish coast, that's where all the surfers go. It's big, wide, open, flat beaches, lots of sand dunes, lots of surfing and big waves. And then down on the south coast we've got more little coves and rocky pebbly beaches. Yeah, it's beautiful. Honestly, both coasts are stunning. I don't actually have a favourite. I know the south coast better, obviously, because that's where I grew up and where I live, but the north coast is utterly magical too. So someone's telling me it's his dinner time, and I beg to differ, so I think we're going to go for a little walkie instead, and then by the time we get back it will be your dinner. Right, let's go and get wet. So that's his lordship having his tea now. I'm very hot and sweaty. We had to power walk our beautiful little quiet path on the cliffs, suddenly out of nowhere joined with the hordes that had been over to the castle. And as we were joining the path, there was a family with young children whooping and yelling, which was lovely, except somebody gets triggered by children. So we had to power walk to get away from them. And by the time we got up into town, I am scarlet red, sweating my behind off. Yeah, probably did me some good though. I didn't drop dead of a heart attack, so that was handy. But yeah, definitely got the pulse rate up, that's for sure. I bought this fleece from Sainsbury's the other day. It was in their like pyjama department, and it is massive. I swear I could fit 3 of me in here. It's huge. This is a small. The large or extra large that I would normally buy was like a freaking tent. Anyway, I thought this would be lovely for camping because it's even got a little hood. And even though I've got a diesel heater in here, this is like, it just pushes back the hour of having to put on the diesel heater. So yeah, it was cheap as chips. It is so snuggly. I love it. Okay, I've been reading my Kindle, so I'm going to stop skiving now, and I am actually going to do some work, I promise. All I want to do is snuggle up with that puppy and go to sleep. Honestly, God, I look tired. But no, I have work to do, so let's get some work done, shall we? For anyone that is new to my channel, then I have a varied work history. I was an acupuncturist for a long time. I finished my last clinic, which was with the NHS about 2 years ago now. I've been a recipe developer for about 15 years now. I've kind of fallen out of love of doing that. That might be temporary, not entirely sure. Watch this space. And then in lockdown, I wanted to find a hobby that was tactile, that used my hands and that didn't involve a screen. And I tried lots of different things. I bought a guitar, I bought a lino kit set, like lots of things, as lots of people did in lockdown. And the one thing that I tried and I fell head over heels in love with was making things out of leather. I absolutely love working with leather. I love how it feels, I love how it smells, I love how ethical it is if you use well-sourced leather. I love the longevity of the products and the earth friendliness of them. So yeah, I really, really like it. But I did get to a point where my house was full of leather products and I realised I had to start selling them. So I did. And that's what I was saying earlier about running a market and stuff. I've also got an online shop called Hedgecomber Studio. There's links to all of this down below. And my most recent product that is going so well are these glasses slips or glasses cases. I really, really enjoy making them. I enjoy using them. I use them myself. Yeah, really like it. So anyway, there you go. That's me. Hi, Jane, leathercrafter, amongst many, many other things. I have finished stitching. I've only managed to do 3, which actually I normally only do 2 in an evening. I've managed to do 3 because it really hurts my hands. So I have to kind of limit it. I try and do 1 every single day. So the fact that I've got 3 stitched up is brilliant. So that's good. I can put that little lot away now. I'm just going to take the puppy out for his evening pee. And then I think we can like all get settled down for the evening. I'm watching a bit of Netflix. I can't find anything that I'm enjoying to watch on Netflix. I keep flitting from thing to thing. So I think I might just snuggle up in bed with the puppy dog and read my book. Sounds like a lovely evening to me. So something I've realised as I've been sat here with the puppy this evening is there's been a couple of noises around. There's been some kids playing, I think, in the other car park. And there was quite heavy rain on the roof and there was some church bells randomly. And all of these things, the dog would like perk his ears up and a couple of times he did like a low rumble. And you know what? It's so lovely as a single person travelling. It's really nice to have like my little security dog in the corner of the van. Like if anyone did come up, I have no worries whatsoever about parking up in Tintagel. But if I was out camping, just me and him, and someone did come up and bang on the van or, I don't know, do whatever, try and break in, he would kick off so much. He would go ballistic. It would terrify me, to be honest. He would terrify me if he kicked off in the middle of the night. But it's really nice. It's kind of like an alarm system. Good boy. Anyway, as you can see, I've just uploaded all of today's footage from my little trip here to Tintagel, and I'm going to sit here and just start editing it and hopefully get this video out to you soon. Please let me know what you think of this new format of me doing a village or a town or a place in one video and like beginning and end and then that's it. I'm kind of excited about it, like a day in a life but in a village or town or whatever. I don't know. I like the idea of it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this kind of video works. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it. Right, I'm going to sit here, going to do some editing, and then I'm probably going to have me an early night because my sleep has been a bit rubbish of late and I've got some catching up to do. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you spending your time over here on my channel. Feel free to give it a little like or a cheeky little comment. And I will catch up with you in the next video. Peace.